How's it going, everyone? Today we'll be covering the Speedroid deck profile. This is a really good budget-friendly option if you're looking to get into Yu-Gi-Oh! I think I spent about $20 for it, and lets you get into some really cool tuners, not tuners, synchros. Just great deck overall. But let's go ahead and just jump right on into this with Speedroid Terratop. We'll play one of these. It basically lets us, if we control no wind monsters, we get to special summon this card, then add a Speedroid monster from deck to hand. We play one Speedroid Horse Stilts. When this card's normal summon, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Speedroid from your hand. You can banish it from the graveyard and send a wind monster from deck to graveyard. Works great with the next card we have here, which is 3 Speedroid Den. It's a tuner. You can banish it from the graveyard and special summon a Speedroid tuner from your hand or graveyard. Really good card overall. Next is 3 copies of Speedroid Marble Machine, and we don't even use it for its pendulum effect. So when this card is normal summon, you can activate this effect, add a Speedroid monster from deck to hand. It locks you out of special summoning anything except wind, but that's fine because all we play is winds. 3 Speedroid Takatomborg. If you control a wind monster, you can special summon it from your hand, and you contribute to special summon a Speedroid tuner from deck. It's a really good effect. 3 copies of Speedroid Card Turbo. If we control a wind monster, we can special summon it, and then we get to banish it from the graveyard to increase all of our monsters' attack. So pretty good. Nice to let us get into some really good synchros later on, and it's also a tuner. 3 Speedroid Double Yo-Yo. When this card's normal summon, you get a target level 3 or lower Speedroid in graveyard. Special summon it. Nice effect. Helps us get back some of our core pieces. Speedroid Red Eye Dice. We play 3 of these. It's a tuner. When this card's normal summoned or special summoned, you get to target a Speedroid monster you control except itself, and you get to declare its level from 1 to 6. Pretty nice. Helps us get into really high level monsters that we need. And then some of the not Speedroid monsters. We play Red Haired Hasty Horse, 3 of those. So this card special summons itself in a column that has no cards. It's also a wind. Just a great card overall. 3 of the Tricky. It is also a special summon of itself by discarding a card. So we can send something to the graveyard that will help us later on. But it's also a wind and pretty high level. And getting into the spells, we have Speedroid Wheel. We get to discard a card, so it gives us more graveyard effects too. Roll a 6-sided die and special summon from your hand or deck 1 or 2 Speedroid monsters whose total levels equal the result. So really good. Helps us get into some good stuff. We play 2 of those. Speed Recovery. We get to target a Speedroid monster in the graveyard and special summon it, and the turn this card wasn't activated, you get to banish this card from the graveyard, target a Speedroid in the graveyard, add it to hand. So works 2 ways: as a monster reborn and special summoning later. Next we'll play Speed Lift. I believe we have 3 of these. If you control exactly 1 tuner and no other monsters, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Speedroid monster from your deck. And they cannot respond to this card effect, so pretty nice. Play 3 limiter removal. You get to double the attack of all your machines, and we play a fair amount of machines here, but you have to keep in mind that they do get destroyed after it. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. You get really high attack, but you lose them later on. And lastly, our 3 traps here. Speedroid Duplicate. You get to banish a wind monster from your graveyard and target a card your opponent controls, return it to hand. During your main phase, if this card's in your graveyard, get to target a level 2 higher Speedroid monster you control. Reduce its level by 1, and if you do, special summon this card as a normal machine monster. So acts as a really good body and helps get rid of any problem cards. Now we're going to get on into the extra deck. Keep in mind this is pretty subjective. You get to add whatever you want as long as it's a wind monster. Starting off with high Speedroid Kite Drake, really high body, gets to destroy everything. great card overall. We play 3 of those. You could probably knock this to 2 if you wanted and add in some other stuff. Like I said, really subjective. High Speedroid Chambara. It's a good beater and also lets you attack multiple times. Great card. 3 of those as well. Virtual World Beast Juju. This card cannot be destroyed by pretty much anything. Can't be destroyed by battle card effect. While you have 2 or more monsters in the graveyard with the same original type and attribute, and we have a lot of those, so. And they have to have different names. Great card, serves as a good body, just kind of stalls for turns. Virtual World Shinshin. So this card is actually really good, has a great effect. Any card sent from the field to graveyard is banished. Instead, you can only use each of the following effects once per turn. When your monster declares an attack, you can return 1 banished monster from the owner's graveyard. And during your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish 2 other monsters from your graveyard with different original types and attributes from each other. Special summon this card from the graveyard. Next, just some fillers, Symphonic Warrior Rocks. Just high level, good beater. I'm not really worried about its effect. Stellar Wind Wolfrit. I think that's how you say it. Another high attack. Once per turn, if this card's attack is 4,000 or higher, you shuffle both this card and all monsters your opponent controls into the deck. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon. Really high attack and has a great effect. Like I said, subjective, we only play 1 of it. Cloud Castle, you can stall for turn with it. And you get to target a level 9 monster in your graveyard, special summon it when it's summoned. Maple Maiden, just filler. I'm not even fully sure what it does. Stardust Warrior, really high attack, a wonderful effect. And Stardust Assault Warrior. When this card synchro summon while you control no other monsters, you can target 1 junk monster in your graveyard. We don't even use that effect. And special summon it. Like I said, we just kind of use this to kind of climb later on. Anyway, that's the deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let me know. Remember, this is always subjective. You can change it out for anything you'll like. Hope you have a great day. Remember to like and subscribe.